Good afternoon to you, Michael.
Good afternoon.
And can I start by saying congratulations to you. Just tell me first a little bit about this competition. Huumoros Speaker of Toastmasters, District 71. Just explain all that.
District 71 is made up of all the clubs in Ireland and the UK, which is about 196 clubs and 5,000 members. And every club has its own humorous speech contest. Starts off in September, and then it goes to the next area, which is the local clubs around, then it goes to the Cork and Kerry, and then it goes to the UK and Ireland final.
So you would have come out overall winner in Mallow, and then you went on to the Cork and Kerry one.
That's the way it works, yeah.
Yeah, and then you were plodding along, and you've done well in this competition before, but you never won it.
Yes, I've come second 3 or 4 years ago.
That's tough.
And it's all a learning experience, you know. You learn each time. That's the thing about Toastmasters, in that every time you go up in front of the audience, the members and even guests will always give you a helpful suggestion on how you can improve.
Yeah.
And that's what I find, even especially with newer members of the club who are not used to seeing you, they'll spot something that a mannerism that you might have when you're speaking. They'll say, why do you do that? Or why do you put your hand in your pocket? You know, something
that you're not even aware you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk more about the competition and a little bit about your speech. But firstly, take me back. How long are you a member of Toastmasters, and what prompted you initially to join?
I'm a member for about 12 years now, and I joined because I was away in college for a couple of years, and the friends that I knew around, they went their own ways by the time I came back home. So,
which often happens.
Yeah, so it was to find, and I'm thankful to a neighbour who took me into my first Toastmaster meeting, and I liked what I saw, so I joined up. Everyone was so friendly.
So it was for a social reason then you joined?
Yes.
It wasn't? Yeah. Because I've heard of other people join. I heard a friend of mine in West Cork, her dad joined because she was getting married and he was dreading doing the speech at the wedding. So do people join for all different reasons?
People join for all different reasons, for the social aspect, which is great in the Mallow Club, and people also join just to learn the skill of speaking in front of an audience. Or you also learn how to run a meeting properly. You know, it gives you great guidance in those areas which you can use outside in the bigger world. Yeah,
because I know one thing that with Toastmasters, you start dead on time. There's none of this. If it's 8 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock. It's not sort of 8:15.
Try and start for 8 and finish at 10 because we need a bit of time at the bar afterwards.
And is there a good social side to it?
Well, there is. Maybe a few times during the year we might have a night out before Christmas, or at the end of the year. Then in the club Mallow, we used to always have a mystery tour. We ran out of mysteries. We were having to go farther and farther up the country, so we decided to change ply. We might go for a meal, go for a day out and go for a meal in the evening. So friendships are really formed. Oh yeah. It's great. What I find about it doesn't matter whether you have music on a night out or not, because people are always talking.
Yeah.
And you meet great people, not alone in the club Mallow, but all the clubs in Charleville and Mitchelstown and Fermoy. So it's a great way to get to know people, and people from different walks of life that I would never had the opportunity to meet.
Even
our friends from the English clubs now that we meet in these district conferences, like, you would never have the opportunity to meet them only for it.
Absolutely. And new members, I mean, in order to keep a group like Speakeasy Toastmasters going, Michael, you always need new blood in the door, don't you? Is it hard to get new members?
Well, it can be difficult. People find the Toastmasters and what it's about. They have a feeling that it's all about public speaking and everyone will be judging, but it's not like that at all. It's very welcoming, and people are there to help. There's no one there to knock you. You'll get suggestions on how to improve, and I've seen it in people. It has turned them inside out, because I've been in it now for 12 years, so it turns people inside out, and it gives them that little lift. They come out of themselves. That's what I find.
Yeah.
And for myself.
And I mean, I take it. I mean, it's for somebody who's shy, they think, oh God, I'll never be able to do it. But you're saying with the encouragement that's there.
Yeah. And people who might have a hang up about public speaking or like that. Or I've known members of different clubs now that they might have had a slight stammer, and they would find speaking in front of people
very difficult.
But Toastmasters has been brilliant for them.
Fantastic. I've just spotted that Pat called in on behalf of his wife, Celine Kremen, who's president of Macroom Toastmasters, and they want to say well done to Michael on his speech. It was excellent. So I take it they were there. Thank you for that, Pat. Thank you for taking time out for that. And when new members go along to a Toastmaster meeting, nobody's going to hand you a microphone and say start speaking.
No, we don't have microphones anyway.
Do you not?
To do the
Okay.
sport, not at the club level anyway. But any member, any guest can come along. They can sit in the back of the room. We'll explain to them how the meeting goes. They won't be asked to speak, and they can come for as